do while I'm trying to film and drive at the same time. Forgot I didn't even film an intro, so I figured I would film an intro now. So hello, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, please go ahead and click like and subscribe and share the video if you're into that sort of thing. Maybe don't share this video because I don't think I want it to be shared. Anyway, so back to the point. I've been sort of MIA for about a week and a half, taking care of some family, personal business. I took a trip, yada, yada, yada. Got rid of the 5-lug, now going 4-lug, trying to get everything put back together and get this car ready to go for Import Alliance, so here we go. Also, I just released the first episode of our new podcast, which is in the link below in the description. It's on SoundCloud. It's the Street Garage Podcast. I think we're calling it the Talking Shit Show Podcast. If you go on SoundCloud and you type in Street Garage, it'll come up. Just look for my stupid face. And listen to Seth and I talk for an hour about our car history. There's going to be plenty of more of those on the way. And if you want to keep up with me and what I'm doing, follow me on Instagram because I post there a lot more often. Because, you know, YouTube videos are great, but they take time to make and edit and all that stuff. So, let's get into it. Yeah. Looks like a car threw up over here.
It did.
What happened, Raymond?
Somebody installed the piston upside down.
Nobody can hear what you're saying.
Said somebody installed number 3 piston upside down.
Oh my god. It's like a saw went through it, like round.
Probably didn't help that I started it again after, because, you know, John thinks that J-Series are superior, so I had to show him, even though there was 2 holes in the block, the shit still starts and runs.
And what was the mileage of this motor?
I did a VIN check and it had 387,000 miles.
Before it was turboed.
Before it was turboed. I even took a picture.
Dang it, boy. Fortunately, I cannot stay and help Raymond with this because I have things to do. Got my daughter in the car. Well, hopefully we'll see this thing put together. So new motor mileage is what?
128,000.
And what motor is this?
Same thing. K24 8.
Well, have fun. You're welcome for the oil pan.
Thanks, Don.
Alright. Love you, bye. We're about to die. Dude, we about to die at this. Oh my god, look at this traffic right here, boy. We about to die! Get out my lane! Hello, boys and girls. It's nice to see you. Do you know my friend here? His name is Jeff. Jeff here has been on the channel before with demonetization. That's what the... Jeff has been on the channel before with his EJ6, 8? EJ8. I can't remember. I'm a terrible... I am not the Honda god. Okay, so Jeff Steven, you might know him from the channel before if you haven't. I'll put a picture on the screen now. So his EJ8 died.
It's crushed.
It is now crushed. If you didn't see the video where I picked up my engine, we sort of explained it. Would you like to explain it?
It was rust in the floorboard near the roll cage, and then the hood came up, killed the windshield, killed the roof, killed the sunroof, and at that point, that was my kind of, this is where I'm gonna head out.
It's now nighttime, and this is Steven's car, which is kind of a famous car, but it is done as a shell. It's had its day. He had a mishap on the highway where the Hood flew back, smashed the windshield. Yes, that was where he had out. So he stripped it down and then he got a hatch, which we will see later. But right now, what's more important is we're taking a ride. And if you're wondering, I'm not in Florida right now. That's where I've been. I'm taking a ride to a special shop that has something that everybody's gonna be like, why did you do this? It's gonna be another why. So we're heading up to a speed shop in North Kakalaki, known as HPT Auto Spot. And they actually have something that is a little bit tricky to find. So I figured I would go pick it up because
It's a good deal.
it's a good deal, and I'm stupid. And I just can't pass it up. So. Oh, Stevie Wonder. Oh, look at this. Yeah, old Stevie's project car. Yeah, Steve. Are you going to paint this thing? Because it looks like... Yes. Thank God, because it looks like shit. So, this is Stevie's B16. And then he's got all this stuff over here from his car. You know... that he saved to put on his new hatchback. And it's a 99 hatchback. 2000. It's a 2000? Damn. That's hard in the yard. Look, my man already got that super duper in here. Oh! Now let's show them what we're here for, Steven. Okay, so anyway, what are we here for?
Disc brakes. 4-lug.
4-lug disc brakes. Off of a what?
97 Integra GSR coupe.
Damn, they look like shit. Ain't nothing a fresh coat of spray paint Daddy can't handle. I don't know what you think them pads looks like. I think them rotors will live. Inception. Alright, so I got them loaded up into the back of the car. Great thing about these is they have the hard race bushings already pressed into them, so they're ready to go. Just gonna get these cleaned up, get them back down to Florida. Daddy's gonna be ready to go with the 4-lug kids and fake wheel gang in no time.
What up?
You blew it up. Okay, so you want to explain this? Give me the rundown.
On what?
Okay. Do you understand that I'm fully aware of what is happening
Yep.
here? Anybody that is watching this video is going to be like, what? Huh? What happened?
Why is that so close to my face?
Because of audio, too, because the microphone's here. And you talk very soft because you don't have one projector.
Because what?
Exactly. So that's why I got to have a camera all the way up in here so it picks up your goddamn voice. What happened to the car, Raymond?
I blew it up.
So were you hot dogging it?
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever told a story in your life like? So Raymond blew his fucking engine. So Raymond blew his demonetized. So Raymond blew his engine up. He's been working here all day. You saw a shot from before. He got everything swapped over. Unfortunately, I couldn't be here for that. So now, yes, everything's put together. Give me the rundown of what this was before.
Yeah.
It's a turbo setup.
Yeah. It's turbo K24 A4, making about 400. Well, 400 on like 10 pounds. And
Okay, look, internet famous. So tell everybody what this bucket of shit was. It's EMUSA. So what? Give me the rundown for people that don't know.
it's K24 A4 turbo. When it blew up, it was on about 20 pounds of boost. It was just a junkyard motor we pulled last year. Beating the shit out of it for about a year. Finally let the dogs out.
Which is the windowed block over there.
It's 6-speed Type S trans, LSD, all stock other than that.
What kind of clutch?
Competition stage 4 clutch.
Ever broke any gears?
Yeah. Broke second gear, replaced it. Other than that, it's been good. We just replaced this 380,000 mile engine with this 120,000 mile K24A8 at OKQ. Pretty much the same engine, just a little bit more camshaft.
So he's almost done putting it all together. It looks filthy. You can see how much oil went all over everywhere. So right now he's cleaning everything up. So that because once he...
That's rust prevention right there.
That's just rust prevention. That's all it is. Didn't you build like a traction bar for this thing?
Yeah, and it got fucked from towing it.
Oh, from towing it.
Old Yee boy that was towing me with a strap didn't know, you know, how to really tow with a strap.
So Raymond over here has been diligently working on his car all day, getting it together. He's about to put some oil and fluids in and hopefully start it up soon. And that's why I have shown up, I guess.
First star.
It's not first star, we gotta prime it. This grumpy motherfucker. Oil light? So what?
There went the main fuse.
Hey, you can get you off of my mind.
Yes, we got more car parts. More car parts. Are we ever gonna finish this bit? Are we ever gonna finish the swap? So this week I went to South Carolina to deal with some family things and some other things and pick up some stuff, some parts, and also drop off some parts. So as you can tell, the 5-lug has been sold. Also, the spoon calipers have been sold. Why, you might ask? Well, essentially, I just wanted to. I'm not really a fan of the 5-lug, so I went ahead and sold off the 5-lug and the RPF ones because, as I've said before, this car is more to be budget friendly. And the great part about that is that selling those parts off allows me to, gives me the funds to sort of finish this thing or get this thing as close to finished as possible. So with that being said, we picked up a set of GSR 4-lug, which we are going to do in the future, sort of a brake upgrade, but not for right now. Of course, it's on the menu to clean these things up and make them a little nicer, as well as the rear trailing arms, which have already had brand new hard race bushings pressed in them. So a little more tweaking and those will be ready to go. Hopefully gonna start getting this thing assembled here the next week or two. Also had to pick up a hybrid racing temp sensor adapter. Goes over here on the coolant housing. It'll go right there. We'll replace that. Then of course a little sensor that normally goes on B series and D series engines goes in there. And the temperature will work for the gauge cluster. I was also pretty lucky to pick this guy up. Now, this necessarily wasn't part of my plan, but it allowed me to kind of save a little bit of money on the budget for right now and hold off on getting K-Pro. If you're not familiar, the PRC is a JDM ECU. It allows you to plug up the engine and harness without the use of an immobilizer. You ground the fuel pump wire and bingo, the ECU works. Now these ECUs are a little bit more expensive than the other RSX Type S ECUs. However, I got a great deal through HPT Autosport. You can find them right here on the screen. A great website. They actually have a dyno. They have a ton of services and as well as parts. They sell a lot of parts. They do really well, so they have really great service and you can give them a call on the phone. They've always actually helped the channel out. Big shout out to them. Thank you guys so much. They hooked me up with this for a great deal and I really just couldn't pass it up. It was one of those things where, I was like, I'm gonna hold out for the K-Pro, but just for the sake of time and trying to get this whole swap and the whole car running and situated, this is what I'm gonna go with for now. All right, let me catch up to speed real quick. I haven't gotten anything done. I've just been taking more shit apart because I'm stupid. If you notice here, my little brake proportioning valve is missing. It's been taken out. The reason for that, and also I've removed this side brake line up in here. And this stupid line is still here, all ugly. The reason for this is because I actually found RS set of lines and proportioning valve for the newer cars, meaning the newer 99, 2000s. That's perfect because that way I can just use OEM lines, put it where it needs to go, and we're good. However, I just need to get this line out and I'll be good to go. And of course, as luck would have it, this bad boy right here, I don't know if you can see it. It's right in there. No light. Went to loosen that bad boy and it is stuck. I used my 10mm flare wrench here and, it just kind of rounded the edges off. So I'm not going to keep twisting and turning on it just yet. It kind of makes sense because this is the only side that has a factory line. So I'm gonna go get a set of channel locks, which I don't have for some reason. I lost them in the move. I'm gonna go pick up a set of channel locks and hopefully crack this bad boy loose.
Oh. We did. We did at some club. It could have been at Paris.
Oh, she was stuck, boy. Okay, so here's the first trailing arm. I have not been able to actually mount this thing because of this compliance bushing or whatever you call it. I've got to get a new one for that. That one is still on the ground. This is still here, but I need to clean that up. Essentially, I've been dealing with stuff that's seized. I mean, you could tell that I've cleaned everything up, painted it nice. Same thing for this side. I had to deal with a seized slider, but now it's all good. I got this thing out clearly. I think you guys saw that. Here's the wiring. It's all nice taped up. The fuse box is going to go here. Goes here. And then I've got all of this stuff nice, and everything has been pulled out as far as the box, the air box. I'm definitely cleaning that. So this is all the ABS stuff that I've got, and I just literally kind of tied it up, and then I'm gonna like wrap it up and put it in the corner and hang it once I put the air box and everything back in. I will have heat and AC in this car, even though heat might be pointless. Just gonna have it just cause. So that's wrapping up the wiring on this side. This side I still need to do. Yes, so this side I still need to do. So it's been a mad dash to try to get all this stuff figured out, and it's been a little rough because I've been running into roadblocks that I didn't think I would have to run into, but it's all good. We're still moving along. I'm filthy. I need to go get cleaned up and start editing this video. Tomorrow I'm gonna be hitting up and getting the brake lines, finishing that up. I need to deal with the steering rack, finish putting all the suspension on, and then put the motor in. And get a harness. So moving on, so I'm really hoping that maybe by next week I should have this thing together and at least ready to put the engine in. So I know this video is kind of all over the place, doing a bunch of different stuff, and you know, for 2020 I've been trying to just keep car content and not really upload when I don't have car content. But like I said, check out the podcast.
I get in, I'm like, hey, do you mind if I go through the car and just see if there's anything left in here? That's fine. And I go and...
I can't believe that the cops let you get away with it.
I pulled the key.
Like, or not get away with it, but let you leave.
I put the key in the ignition and it started right up.
Link is in the description. I'm really hoping that by next week I can set the motor in this car, fingers crossed, but probably because I said that, probably won't happen. But yeah, so I'm trying to get everything, all the suspension on by the end of this week, maybe the weekend, and then get the brake lines on tomorrow, figure out the steering rack. I'm not sure if I'm gonna use that one or actually order a manual. Hopefully I can order a manual one, and then go from there and put the motor in next week. So thank you guys for sticking with me on this one. Thank you guys for all the support. Yes, check out the podcast. Link is in the description below. Thank you guys so much. Peace out, and keep living your dreams.